What's poppin', boys? I'm gonna be going over a little self-improvement habit that I did a couple of years back, and I really don't give myself enough credit for this one because it's actually really important, and I want to touch on it today, give it the credit it deserves, and just have a little commentary on it. So you guys are gonna have to deal with my hair. I feel like every single time I record a video, my hair is wet, but that's mostly because I try and record in the morning, and even if I go into the shower without washing my hair is still kind of moist, so nothing I can really do about that. But if you read the title of the video, you probably know what I'm talking about already. What I'm talking about today is quitting video games, and I literally haven't thought about this in months, and then in the morning it just popped into my mind. I was like, wait a minute, I quit video games so long ago, but it actually did so much for me. So I'm gonna go over that today, explain the backstory, and get into the reasons why I did it. So let's start with when I was a child. I went through many phases where I was addicted to certain video games. There would literally be times where days would pass me by and I would sit in my apartment in New York City in the back right corner of the living room and just fiddle with my Xbox all day. I'd play Destiny, that was a big one, GTA 5, maybe the biggest, and more recently Fortnite. I think those were the three games that I was the most addicted to. Sprinkle in some Call of Duty, some Battlefield, but those were the three main ones if I remember correctly, besides the mobile game Plants vs. Zombies. I don't know if you guys know what that is. And right off the bat, I just want to say I have nothing against video gamers. I have nothing against video games at all. I hold no resentment towards any of that. If you guys are playing video games, especially if you're able to make a career off of it, that's freaking great. More power to you. But for me, I was always kind of angry because I wasn't as good at video games as I wanted to be, and I thought that was because of CP. I thought it was because I wasn't putting enough time. I thought it was a bunch of random things that it wasn't. And what it really was just that I'm not like a video gamer. I don't have a natural affinity towards video games. I'm not naturally good at them. And it is what it is. There's literally nothing I can do about that. That's not to say I can't be good at them, but the amount of hours I put in, I should have been a lot better than I was, and the fact that I wasn't pissed me off to no end. And also, I was super inconsistent. One day I'd be beasting, and then the next day I'd be doing horrible, and then I would watch Ninja on Twitch and he would do good every game, and I'd be like, you know, what the heck. As I was saying, days would pass me by. I was totally unproductive, totally absent in my life and the life of my family. I was just literally, it would just see the back of my head countless hours a day. And honestly, that's really sad. The fact that I had to go 5 to 8 years with just playing video games pretty much every day is really, really crazy. I think that actually might be my worst addiction, because no other activity has ever sucked that much time out of my life as video games. That's just crazy. But I'm just thinking back on it now. It's really insane. But I am pretty much free of video games. I never play them anymore. I literally play them maybe once a month for an hour. That's nothing. And I don't even treat it like I can't play video games for X amount of days or anything like that. I just literally don't play video games, which is really how every improvement activity should be for everyone. You shouldn't say, I'm gonna work out for 7 days straight. You should just say, I'm gonna work out. I'm a person who works out, and that'll be it. You'll work out, and you won't be mad if you miss a day or take a rest day. So wasted a bunch of time stopped doing it. And now I realize that the hours of the day are so limitless. We have so much time. And yes, of course, time is the most important commodity and you have to use it wisely, but for the most part, I have to say, without video games taking like 70 to 90% of my day besides like eating, there's really no reason why I can't get the stuff that I need to get done in a day. Even when I'm at college and I'm not in the most comfortable position, obviously right now I'm back in the stew, but when I am in college and I'm like on the go, I can still pretty much get all the things that I need to get done because I have so many hours in the day, even with class, just because I'm not wasting time on video games. And the next thing I want to do is definitely limit my time on social media, because I feel like social media has kind of replaced video games for me. While I don't play games, I do watch some YouTube, but I think my YouTube watching is kind of justified, because I do watch creators that are similar to me, and I get like inspiration from them. But my Instagram scrolling time is probably way too high. My time on Snapchat is probably way too high. And honestly, when I'm on Snapchat, I don't even talk to that many people at all. I just like browse around, look at people's story, check SnapMap. Snapchat is probably the stupidest social media habit I have, honestly, because it's literally pointless. With Instagram, I'm making reels. With YouTube, I'm making videos. With Snapchat, I'm just wasting time. So that's definitely something to think about cutting off. But we'll see. You know, it's hard to make a change, especially when you're already making a bunch of other changes. So I'm kind of focusing on my current habits, trying to get them crystal clear and concrete, and then I'll start implementing other things. Like I'm trying to be very disciplined with YouTube. I'm trying to go to the gym almost every day. I'm trying to take cold showers, the whole bit. So definitely focusing on that right now. And video games are definitely a good thing to cut off. And the only reason why there's two reasons why I could see it being a good thing, video games. One, okay, maybe three, but the third one's 2.5. One, it makes your social skills better for sure. If you have friends on there and you talk to them constantly, you'll be able to have a long drawn out conversation with someone in person more easily, at least. Because it is harder to talk to someone in person than through a mic. On the mic, you don't really have to like present yourself well. You can wear your pajamas and just mumble on and they'll still hear you because it's right next to your mouth. But in person, you have to maintain eye contact. You have to like, you know, speak loudly and clearly. But that's definitely one, and that's definitely a reason why I don't play video games that much anymore. I had 3 friends that I used to get on with almost every day. And this was actually throughout the pandemic and the beginning of 2021. And these conversations that we would have, eventually we weren't even playing video games. We were literally like having podcasts. And I honestly wish that I recorded some of these conversations because they were amazing. Like amazing conversations. Like high-end people, top tier topics, very interesting. I wish I recorded them. One day we're gonna have to get the group back together and make some podcasts. But the point is, after they kind of went rogue and stopped playing, I just stopped playing naturally because I wasn't even playing at the end, I was just talking. So without them getting on, I have literally no point to just sit by myself and play games. That was never something I was interested in. If you like that, that's fine. For me, I don't like playing games by myself because it's boring. Like, because I usually play multiplayer games, so I would much rather play it with friends, obviously. So that's one reason. Another reason is it improves your hand-eye coordination, which is honestly great. But there is so many other activities that are just better to improve hand-eye coordination, like working out or doing some like compound muscle movements. So that's kind of a moot point. And then the other moot point is like it keeps you relaxed. But Obviously, you can keep yourself relaxed in so many other ways. But the cons of it far outweigh the pros for me. You waste time, you're not as present in your life, you feel this need to get on every day. It becomes a priority when it should be like something fun that you do on a daily basis. Most people that I've spoke to that play video games have gotten way out of hand with it. So that's why I'm saying you should probably limit them or cut them off entirely. Of course, if you're heavily addicted to video games, you're not going to be able to cut them off right away. You're going to have to put in the effort, put in the time to limit yourself and then cut them off. But before this video gets too long, I think I've pretty much said what I wanted to say. Got a lot of new video ideas. I feel like I say that every time, but it really is true. I'm always thinking of new ideas. So stay tuned to the channel and I'll see you guys soon. Thank you for watching.